Hi everyone, I did a video recently on the bombing of Syria. I'll leave a link up there for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. In that video, I went a little bit nuts and lost my temper with the Russiagators. And by Russiagators, I mean the people who have, for almost 2 years, been pushing this theory that Trump is Putin's puppet and that Trump is beholden to Putin and beholden to Russia and goes soft on Russia because Russia have got him in their pocket, or there's a P-tape, or he's been working with Putin to get more money, or that sort of thing. It's preposterous. For anybody who still believes that, this is what it is. Hillary Clinton lost to a reality TV star because she sucked and she didn't stand for anything that the people actually wanted. That's it. That's all. That's the reason she lost. Other than the fact that she's a horrible woman and nobody liked her, but that's beside the point. And rather than admit that and change their ways, the DNC and the Hillary Clinton concocted this story. We went through the liberal media that Trump was in Putin's puppet, and all of a sudden that's what all they focus on. If you watch MSNBC, you cannot go 2 minutes without Putin or Russia Trump connection being made. So I went a little bit nuts on them. Amongst those people that I went nuts on was Cenk Uygur. And I've mentioned Cenk Uygur and I've been hard on him about 5 or 6 times now. And the reason it is because I actually really like the guy. And most of what he does, the vast majority of what he does, is really progressive, such as getting money out of politics. But the 5% he's wrong on, which is this Trump-Russia stuff, it's terrible and it's damaging to, I suppose, the progressive cause, if you want to say. Now, also in that video, I said, "Okay, Russiagators, what's your evidence now that he colluded with Russia? What, are you happy now? You've pushed this. He could have been friends with Putin. He could have been, allies and sitting down and having lunch with him. But now he's been pushed into the position where he's got to be more hawkish because as soon as he took a step towards Russia, the media would immediately say, oh, that's it. That's evidence he's Putin's puppet." So he couldn't actually make that step. He couldn't practice détente. And in the video, I said, what are you going to do now? What are you going to say now? Are you going to say that this was all done to throw people off the scent? Enter stage left.
As always, on Friday, Trump makes news just before we go on the air. And I don't know what's happening, but obviously we're bombing Syria.
And he can read.
And he can read. Why?
Because he read the teleprompter.
He read the teleprompter. Yeah. He said Russia must decide if it will continue down this dark path or if it will join with civilized nations as a force for stability and peace. I can imagine Obama saying that. What I can't imagine is Obama like colluding with Russia, or what I think this guy might be doing. I don't put it past him to start a war and mix it up with Russia just to make people think, oh, I guess there is no collusion.
When I did that video on Syria and when I said that, said what I said, what are you going to say now? Are you going to say, oh, we did it just to throw us off the scent? It was tongue-in-cheek. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. The Russia-Putin nonsense was just going to stop. And I was so disappointing to see that in Bill Maher. It really is, because I used to love him. And that's why I brought up Cenk Uygur. It's the same with Bill Maher. I used to love him. He was great. His stuff that he did in the past was wonderful. He was always pushing the boundaries and he was always punching up and telling the truth. The docu-movie he did, Religulous, just was fantastic. It really was. And when George Carlin sadly died, I thought Bill Maher was ready to go and step up and take his mantle. What happened, I don't know, but something changed after the 2016. I don't think really the election. I think it was more the run-up. I think it was the primaries. Because he was really good with Bernie Sanders in the primary, and then when Hillary won, that was it. He just switched. And he's been terrible ever since. Now, Jimmy Dore says he loved George Carlin Bill Maher as well, and he just thinks Bill Maher is out of touch. Now, I don't know about that. I really don't. I mean, Bill Maher he's been kicked off a network for telling the truth in the past. So is he just a sellout now? Is he just a neoliberal sellout, or is he out of touch, or is he just given up and just thought, I've got enough money now? I don't know. But it's really disappointing seeing him do that. And because he's so good, and because I used to like him so much, I'm going to end this video the same way he ends his videos, with new rules. I've just got one for him. Bill Maher. New rule: if you don't want to be thought of as a neoliberal sellout, don't fill your show with bullshit neoliberal talking points and fill every panel you have with bullshit neoliberal sellouts as well. Thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Until next time, peace and take care.